Tonight, we celebrate the genius and vast work of Dennis. He's the most prolific artist the world has ever known. You've seen his art everywhere, from public buses and trains to bathroom walls to the walls of galleries as this one. Privileged guest, it is my honor to introduce Dennis.
Thank you, Claudia. I'm honored to have my work exhibited here for the next several months. I can only hope it inspires a fraction of the emotions that I experienced when making them.
Dennis will be taking questions from the audience. But first, we're going to unveil his latest piece tonight. So let's take a moment to bask in the latest Dennis.
Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous.
What's the name of this new masterpiece?
This one's called Next Door Neighbor.
Well, it's just beautiful. Exquisite. Now, we'll open the floor to questions from our guests.
Yes, you in front.
Dennis, I always wanted to know what you were thinking when you created your piece, Black Friday Shopper.
Yes, my statement on how consumerism has devoured the holiday season. Well, it's an interesting story. I was at a JCPenney's one Thanksgiving evening. I was specifically there for a deal on 100% cotton bath towels. As I was about to obtain the last of the powder blue variety, this woman swooped in and grabbed it in her talons. That's when it came to me. Cock and balls, cock and balls. I went back to my studio and created this. Next question. Yes, you? Hello there. There have been many interpretations of your famous work, Dad's Calling. Well, what is the true meaning behind that piece? That was a very personal piece. It was my birthday, 2011. I get a call. I see it's my dad's number on the caller ID. A man who was probably calling to ask about my repayment of a loan for my car insurance under the guise of wishing me a happy birthday. At that moment, all I could think of was cock and balls, cock and balls. I then took to my easel and created this, and it apparently spoke to millions. Anyone else? Yes, you.
Hello, sir. I just wanted to say that you and I went to the same school, blah blah high, but not at the same time.
What a beautiful coincidence.
Yes. Well, in my history class, I noticed an illustration on the desk I would sit at. I took a picture.
Oh yes, this one is called Watch the Clock. I was in that same history class, Mr. Duplessis's class. It was my last one of the day, and it seemed like forever for those last 10 minutes till the bell rang. That time spent culminated in the illustration that poured from my soul.
We have time for one more question.
Yes, you, sir? Hi, Mr. Dennis. I was in the bathroom at a rest stop in Colby, Kansas, and while relieving myself at one of the urinals, I noticed artwork that looked very close to yours. Tell me, was I in fact in the presence of a Dennis? On a trip to see the Underground Salt Museum in Kansas, I stopped, as one would, to use the restroom, the nearest being at a rest stop in Colby. As I was standing at the urinal, I had a vision of what I was handling and how it had control over my life. I thought, cock and balls, and without any other outlet, I pulled a pen from my pants pocket and drew my frustration out on the wall in front of me. Both my bladder and rage were then relieved.
Now we are going to have a presentation where we'll view images of Mr. Dennis's work, and he'll be kind enough to give us commentary on each piece. Are you ready, Dennis?
I'm caffeinated enough.
Okay, please start the slideshow.
This one's called Take Me Out, showing a longing for being able to pick who sits around you at a ball game. This is You Happy? Emotions were high when a neighbor confronted me about parking in front of his garage. This is Finally, my Uncle Donald's headstone. He was a jerk. Okay, can we just pick up the pace here? This is Because of Social Unrest, a statement about the environment, world hunger, commercialism. Okay, I've seen enough.
Excuse me, is there a problem, sir?
Yeah, there's a problem. All this guy does is draw penises on everything he sees. It's not art, it's a mental defect.
Sir, why even show up?
No, that's okay, Claudia. Sir, do you think this work is easy to create? Yeah, I do. So you can manifest the passions that it takes to produce at least one of these pieces. You draw penises and testicles on everything. That's pretty much just a mixture of lack of imagination and a propensity for making bad graffiti. I would like you all to witness the evolution of my artistry, and sir, consider yourself an inspiration for this metamorphosis. Let this serve as a reminder that no artist can be painted into a corner. I don't get it.